Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Stem, and I would like to welcome everyone to today's live coverage of Formula 5 from the Temple of Speed Monza, which is located in European Italy. As the conditions look rather dry today for the qualifying session here for the pre-season race, and as I said, your host in the commentary box today is Mr. Stem. We have a brand new grid, a brand new season of PSGL, season number 25. And this is season number 2, I believe, on Formula 1 2019 by Codemasters on PlayStation 4. If you are not yet subscribed to the PSGL YouTube channel, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the PSGL channel, which is located in today's live stream. And hello everyone, good evening everyone in the chat. Human Fish, hello. Stem is back, yep. Hi everyone. Well, anyway, a bit of a change there for the commentary from myself. Everyone who know me from the past PSGL commentary job will know that I always did it with the PS4 streaming services, and that was just press and share, and obviously exploiting the game on to YouTube. Nowadays, I am using an Elgato. From the test I did earlier, it was all good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there will be no issues whatsoever today, as we are getting ready for the first flying lap of today's session, and that will be YWR Axnes, who is going to be starting his flying lap. Soft tires fitted for the Mercedes driver. As we all know, Mercedes have smashed it in real life. They did not win in Monza, it was the Prancing horse Ferrari that did it, but it was the Mercedes team itself that won the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship, with Lewis Hamilton being the lead driver for the Silver Arrows in 2019. In 2020 they are going really comfortably, I would say, and for sector 1, 26-0 from Axnes, looking good so far in those fresh soft tires at the very start of the qualifying session here today. As he goes wide through Lesmo 1, and that will definitely not be a good impact on his lap, as a little backhand slide through him on the exit of second Lesmo obviously will not do him any favor either, as he is going to Ascari, the sector 2 and 3 split. Ascari, famous obviously section of the Temple of Speed. Onto a little straight, onto the back straight as he goes. And into Parabolica, one of the most famous corners in a Formula 1 calendar and Formula 1 existence, I would even say. Across the line, he'll be going, setting a 20.6 provisional pole position so far by his teammate YWR. No idea how to say that nickname, so I'm just gonna say Bart, because that seems more logical and easier. Sets a 20.2, which is even faster than his teammate in the Silver Allo. Damlios in the meantime goes 21 flat, and that currently puts him into P3. Kolesnik is 21.2, 2 times behind the car ahead, and is definitely not looking good for him so far. YNWA Matti goes P3 so far, rounding up the top 3, sets at 20.7. About half a second away from the pole position time, as Mr. Grumpy has managed to set a 21.9 on medium Commonwealth tires. Jack Tyler obviously returned to the equal leagues, I believe, after his season in Performance League. Is now returning and sets 22 flat on the hard white wall compound tires, which is obviously C4 tires. And so Jack Taylor goes into the pits, so does Kolesnik, and so did the double Mercedes also go into their garages. So far we have the Mercedes 1-2 with Bar and Axnes rising up the front row of the grid, with Matty in P3 and Jamie 2905 actually placing himself onto that second row of the grid. H. Simo obviously in Toro Rosso is currently in P5 with Damlus in the Ferrari, also on the third row of the grid with Simo starting from P6 so far in this qualifying session. HMFC and Kolesnik, the Red Bull and the McLaren drivers, are going to be lining along each other so far on the fourth row of the grid. Mr. Grumpy and Jack Tyler runs on the top 10 with Kaiman so far in 11th and last place as it stands. As it looks like that HMFC is pulling into the pits. I was going to say he is about to start his lap, but no, he's not. He's actually pulling into the pits. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who do we have? Who do we have? I'm pretty sure Kolesnik is the closest man to actually start a lap. Yes, he is indeed. Kolesnik will be the first man to start his flying lap. So let's follow on board with him for a lap of Monza, as starting lap activating the DRS going down the main straight, reaching about 220 miles per hour, braking just after the 150 meter board. You want to clip that apex on the inside of turn 1 and also try not to hit too much of the second apex through the second part of the chicane. You might want to be a bit closer to the curb on the inside here as you're reaching down into sector 1 split, braking at just as the wall ends into the second chicane of Monza. Kolesnik actually took it pretty nicely, I would say. Pretty good for it. Lesmo 1. Lesmo 1 is actually a really tricky corner even for real life drivers. And Lesmo 2 is where he actually makes a mistake, and that is the McLaren round. Obviously it's really easy to also lose it through Lesmo 2, but after looking so confident for Lesmo 1, I thought he will actually make it for Lesmo 2, as I'm pretty sure he was improving on his sector 1 time, but he makes a mistake and spins round, but he saves the car with no damage taken, I believe. It's Danos actually behind him, actually, who's the second driver that actually started his lap, so we'll follow on board with him, as Kolesnik obviously out of the running for his lap into Ascari. Damlios goes, apparently purple sector 2, and Kolesnik is actually round after the Ascari section as well, so obviously those tires overheated for the McLaren driver and doing immersive amount of impact as he spins once again and is likely to bring the car back into the pits at the end of this lap, as Damlios round through Parabolica, and it's going to be second place, provisional P2 so far for Damlios, and it's P3 as Access improves to a 20.3. Impressive lap. Jack Tyler on mediums improved to a 20.8, but I believe Mr. Grumpy has something to say to that, as Grumpy actually just barely improved to a 20.8. Actually, no, I think he improved over a second from his lap, actually. But it's interesting to see that Jack Tyler managed to put a 20.8 on mediums. That is some really, really comfortable pace for the Racing Point driver. As he looks really confident so far. In the meantime, Bar does not improve on his lap. He is actually a 10th off of it, so he went a 10th slower than he could have. And obviously humiliating that first chicane. Not the best of things. Yep, as Humanfish said, don't forget to like and retweet. On Twitter, you can also follow the PSGL Twitter by finding us on @PlayStation_GL. The official Twitter of PSGL, obviously. Keep up to date with all the fresh news that comes from the world of motorsport and one of the most prestigious leagues on PlayStation 4. As Bar has actually really been accumulating the track limits through this lap actually, which is a bit interesting to see. Obviously guys, the ones who are watching the stream just now, if you can tell me, are there any quality drops or are there any FPS issues? Because I am not sure. Yeah, he was not on the lap. Why is there so many dislikes? What? Oh, you! Ah! Oh. Wait, no. Hold on, that's F3. Wrong thing. F5. Yeah, what? Why is there so many dislikes? What is going on? That is so strange. But in the meantime, Kolesnik actually improves to 4th place with like 20.6, so not bad of a lap time, to be honest. CC Brain, yep, that's about right. Probably, to be honest. Yeah, Hulkenberg, he was not on a lap. He was not on a lap, well, still a bit of an interesting line. Rather interesting lines. Connor. I just seen that. Brilliant. Love that. Brilliant. Okay, so under 5 minutes left in this qualifying session, and we will have every driver looking to make only one more flying lap, as Edge Simo actually improves to 3rd place, so a great lap from Simo, putting him into that P3 with 20.383. Brilliant lap from the Toro Rosso driver, absolutely smashing his lap time. Guys, don't forget to like the stream, because we do not like dislikes. We don't like likes. Also, thanks to my phone for being a bit of a pain. So, who are we going to follow? Ask next. Looks to be on his lap. He is 3 tenths down in sector 1 though. So it's not looking too good for him as he is through Lesmo 1. Let's see, is he going to make any mistakes? A bit of a backhand slide through at the exit of Lesmo 1. Lesmo 2 though looks a lot more cleaner than that. Than what it was in Lesmo number 1. And he's making it down into Powerball. He's actually improving on sector 2, so there we go. There is an improvement on his flying lap. Let's see. Can he potentially fight his teammate for that pole position? Can he possibly take away the front place on the grid from Bar, his own Mercedes teammate, as Mercedes is looking dominant so far? He goes wide at the exit of Parabolka, and that's into the pits. That is his lap aborted. That is his lap. Grumpy, 20.361. Splitting Edge Simo and Axness. There we go. That is more the Grumpy we know. That is more looking like the Grumpy we'll know and we love. In the meantime, Kolesnik is also on his lap. Wonder what he can possibly do. through Parabolica. Oh, no Parabolica, Ascari, sorry. Racing Point gets out of the way. That is Jack Tyler, actually. They're just behind Kolesnik. He just went past him. As Jack Tyler looks to be warming up his tires to start his flying lap. In the meantime, Kolesnik through Parabolica. Never dies, right? Let's see, can he improve? He is not going to improve. He is 2.1 seconds down on his time. So, major amount of time has been lost for him. As there are the gaps, top 3 are split by within a 10th. With super consistency there from the Formula 5 grid so far. And top 11 within 6 tenths. Grumpy retires from the session. That is Grumpy out. But in the meantime, he will be looking to try and improve on his lap. He will be going for one more shot in this qualifying session. As there's less than 1 minute remaining on the timer. Let's see what can possibly happen within that 1 minute. Will he improve? So let's have a look. Jamie improves 19.9 from Jamie to 9.05. What a lap! The only man so far to break the 20 board. Wow. And the bar makes a mistake. Jack Tyler improves into second. Wow. What an end of qualifying session we are having here. As let's have a look. Bar, is he going to try and improve? Can he actually improve after that mistake he had with the backhand slide? He is just down on his time, just less than a 10th, so he can possibly find time. But will he be able to improve? And no, he won't. That's him round. That's him off, and that's him in a wall, breaking the front wing, and that is the qualifying ended for him. It's not going to be a Mercedes front row. It's going to be a Mercedes second row, what it looks like to be, unless HMFC can do anything about it. He will not be able to do anything about it. And why am I getting called in Discord? Sorry about that. Got a little cheeky phone call in Discord, which I did not need whatsoever. There we go. I know, right? So, Jamie picking up the pole position. Actually, hold on. Is Jack Taylor on his lap? No, he's not. Okay. So, the qualifying session classifications are, as it stands, Jamie 2905 taking the pole position in a Red Bull Racing for the first time in Formula 5 Season 25. In the preseason race, Jack Tyler coming back into Formula 5, who is going to be starting on the front row. And that is P2 for the Racing Point car. Double Mercedes lockout, accidentally pressed on the wrong thing. With Bar and Axnes being on the second row. Grumpy and Simo, the two good old friends of PSGL, are going to be lining up on the third row of the grid. HMFC and Damlios, P7 and P8 respectively, with Kaiman and Kolesnik rounding up the top 10, with the Williams of Matti being outside the top 10 with a 3-tire choice. as while we are getting ready for the race. And as the drivers are going to be getting ready for the formation lap, we are going to go on a little break, and we'll be back just within a minute, guys. And we are back once more here at Temple of Speed, the Italian track at Autodrome di Monza, with Formula 5 pre-season race. And we are looking with dry conditions so far for to at least the start of this race, as the drivers are on their formation lap. So let's have a quick run through the starting grid once more. JB2905 starts on pole position with Jack Taylor alongside him in the racing point. The two Mercedes locking out the second row of the grid, with Barr leading the way from his teammate Axnes. Sorry. Mr. Grumpy and H. Simo will be lying on 5th and 6th place grids. On the starting grid, HMFC and Damlios starts in P7 and P8, locking out the 4th row of the grid, with Kaiman and Kolesnik rounding up the top 10, as they apparently had a collision and they're on the formation grid already, with Matti and Joachim starting in P11 and P12 with free tire choice for the start of this race, as all eyes will be on the drivers at the very front, and that is Jamie and Jack Taylor. He will be battling out in towards turn 1, so it's going to be really interesting and really entertaining to see how that works out for them, as we are getting ready for the start of the first pre-season race of F5 here in the new season. Can I get a good camera angle? There we go. 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go. It looks like Jack Taylor has a better start than Jamie, but Jamie covers him off going down in towards turn 1. Will Jack Taylor try to hang around the outside? He aligns alongside Jamie into turn 1, but Jamie keeps his nose ahead, and there's a massive collision at the end of turn 1, and it looks like that it was HMFC. I am not even entirely sure what actually happened there, but there was a massive collision with Jack Taylor dropping down, and now Kaiman really up into P6 as there was a collision, and I saw a bit of a front wing flying off of one of those cars, and Kaiman is just pushing it Simo off the road, just having no limit. And I might be wrong, no, he does not spin Simo around, as really aggressive start from Kaiman. But what happened to Barr? He is all the way down into P12. I might be wrong, but I don't think he has actually a front wing, so I think he might have been the epicenter of this entire collision that happened at the very start. No, he does have a front wing, so he actually got quite lucky to escape from all the carnage that was happening midway through turn 1, as Klesnik was passed by Damlios. And up ahead we have How on earth did Josham get through from P12 to P3 within what it seems like to be just one corner, and now he's on the back of Axnes. Balner for P2, he goes up the inside of the Mercedes into turn 1, out braking house, having to cut the corner. It's a 5-second penalty for Joam for cutting the corner, obvious corner cut there, and that's a bit ridiculous. On corner cut, obviously misjudging the braking zone. And now Mr. Grumpy is going to try and maybe find a move on Axnes. No, he does not. He thinks better of it, and he remains behind the Mercedes driver for P3, as Jack Taylor is hungry behind Mr. Grumpy and the Mercedes. They're in P5, as Jamie has a half a second gap to the driver behind, and is looking to possibly stretch out that gap to further into a second, as the DRS will be activated next lap. And that was this straight we are on just now is going to be the one of the DRS zones we'll be getting throughout the entirety of this race, as Edge Simo is trying to chase down, as actually Mr. Grumpy is alongside Axnes through Parabolica. He gained a better exit, and now Mr. Grumpy around the outside of Parabolica is going to try and find the move on the Axnes. Axnes is on the inside though, and it looks like that Mr. Grumpy gets the moves on beautiful, as though Jack Tyler is coming back and is going to try to fight Grumpy now. What a freeway battle we have here for P3. Jack Tyler is behind, and Grumpy defends from Jack Tyler, but lets Axnes gain a slipstream, and that looks like that Jack Tyler somehow got past both of them. What? A bit of a confusion here, but Axnes in the meantime, he actually breaks his front wing on. Oh, he actually breaks his front. And how on earth did Jack Taylor just fly so high up? Ah, massive collision here, and that's coming out. That's massive. That safety car is out. Safety car is out. Jack Tyler flying on the sausage curb, going round, coming back onto the track with no car control, and just absolute mayhem on lap 3 to what we thought. The DRS will be activated, but the grid is going to be reformed once again with Jamie 295 leading the way. He has been untouched so far since the very start of this race. Mr. Grumpy, however, has managed to pull himself back into what now is impressive P2. Damlios is in P3, Simo in P4, HMFC in P5. Jack Tyler has no front wing, so he'll be making our early pit stop. And yes, here we go. In fact, he does pit, and Mr. Grumpy and Simo both are coming to the pits. So they are both pitting under the safety car conditions. Fair practically getting a pit stop at this rate. But is this the right decision? Changing the strategy. Medium tires are getting fitted on the racing point. Mr. Grumpy actually, he had a bit of a held up in the pits. Did he? Now I wonder, did Grumpy possibly have a front wing change? I think it might have been. I honestly do think Grumpy might have had a front wing change, because he was ahead of Simo, and now Simo went ahead on soft tires, so I honestly think that Grumpy had a front wing change, hence letting Simo ahead and falling back down the order once again. But we're now here behind the safety car with the race leader Jamie leading the way here on lap 4 under the safety car conditions. As we are under the safety car, it looks like that provisionally the safety car could be going away about lap 6, 7 possibly? Jack Taylor has left the session actually. That's rather interesting. Jack Taylor actually DNF'd. Did I miss something? Did I honestly just miss something? I think I have. So Jack Taylor is out of the race. Not entirely sure how that happened, but that is rather very interesting to see. Drivers obviously trying to warm up their tires to not lose all the temperature they gained over the 3 laps. And there we go, race control, safety car in the slap. So safety car is going to let us resume racing going on to lap 6. And from what I think, the soft tires usually last about 8-10 laps. So the safety car could have possibly actually extended the life of those soft tires 1 or 2 more laps. So this is going to be very interesting to see as the drivers are getting ready for the restart of this race. And here we go. Drivers are through Parabolica and we are racing once again. Jamie leading the way from Damlios from HMFC in P3. And it looks like that Joshim and Bar are battling out. Edge Simo right behind them. And it looks like that Simo is going to get past Joshim and he is going to attack the Mercedes driver into the first chicane. Grumpy attacking the Haas driver around the outside of turn number 2. Grumpy goes through. Simo getting pushed off wide. Grumpy goes through Simo. And now Grumpy will be trying to get past Bar on the old softs compared to Grumpy's fresh mediums. And Grumpy having a much better run through the second chicane, and he is right over the back of Bart. So let's see, can Grumpy do anything to actually make an overtake, possibly going into Ascari? So here we go, let's have a look. It looks like the Grumpy is going to be too far back, and I don't think Grumpy is going to go for it. Nope, Grumpy thinks better of it and is going to remain behind, possibly until the main straight to have a go at the Mercedes driver. But now he is going to be on the pressure from what is H. Simo in the Toro Rosso, as the DRS is not going to be activated just yet, so we need to wait another 3 laps for the DRS to be activated in this race. And here we go, Grumpy getting really close to Bar, but Grumpy is not going to go for it once more. Safety car happened. And once again, Bar just, whoever is trying to go around the outside of him, he just tries to squeeze them out onto the gravel trap, not letting them go through. A bit of over aggressive defense, I would say. But there we go, Bar picking up a 3-second time penalty. He's actually into the gravel, and that's collected Grumpy. That collected Grumpy. Really unfortunate for the Renault driver. Oh, so unfortunate for Grumpy. He was doing so well, and he gets a 5-second stop go penalty for a collision with Bar. What? Excuse me? How is that possible? Oh, real unlucky for Grumpy though. Oh, you just feel the pain for Grumpy. You can just feel his pain at this rate. If I was him, I would be fuming and speeding under safety virtual safety car. HMFC picking up a drive-through penalty. So we had safety car and a virtual safety car in this race already. What's next? A red flag? I know that's impossible, but come on, we had everything so far. In the meantime, Kolesnik making a beautiful move on W's, ran outside of turn 1, making it inside for turn 2, and what a beautiful move from the McLaren driver. That is stunning. That is an amazing move from the McLaren driver. Without a doubt, that is a brilliant move. And now Kolesnik is up into P2, but Grumpy, how unfortunate is Grumpy in this race? He's been through everything now. And now, there we go, DRS is now activated in full power, as Axnes is activating his DRS, and he was trying to get closer to Matti ahead, but is unsuccessful to get closer to the car ahead. And there we go, Matti is round. Matti makes a mistake, and it looks like that he had a half spin through Ascari, and Axnes is actually really lucky to actually get through him without really just smashing it right into the back of him, as Kolesnik is now battling for the lead against Jamie. Jamie has been absolutely untouchable, and there we go, Kolesnik is now on the back of Jamie, but it's half a second going into a second as a virtual safety car once again. What is going on? What is actually going on in this race? Another virtual safety car. Can somebody please count how many safety cars we have in this race? I think this is the third one. I honestly think this is the third safety car we have in this race. And it's only lap 9. We're on the third way through this race. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this. In all my years commentating, I've not seen this for a good while. As we are racing once again, DRS obviously activated once again, but obviously with this virtual safety car, it does not benefit any of the drivers. As Kolesnik makes a mistake, and he's just about saves it, but he loses a position to Danielius, as that does not benefit him, as he was bound for P1, but now he is falling back into what is position number 2, as Grumpy is still in this race actually. So fair play to Grumpy for not giving up. And Josham is remaining on the track. He was within 2 tenths of HMFC, but he has now pulled behind him. He's falling back, and there we go, the first phase of pit stops. The top 3 has pitted. Kolesnik, Jamie and Danielius all went into the pits, and they are going to rejoin in the same format. Jamie leading the way, Danielius in 7th, and second from that leading group that was leading group a while ago, and Kolesnik in P8. As we have a new leader in this race, and that is H. Simo is now the new leader in this race, leading the way on lap 10, obviously on fresh soft, looking to do rather well with those soft tires. He wants to try and pull the maximum gap as he possibly can to eliminate any possible attacks from the cars behind. Okay, so there we go. Kolesnik within 3 tenths, and okay, something is going on with HMFC today because he gets another 5-second time penalty for speed in a pit lane. But there we go. Kolesnik gets past Joe as he is on 10 lap old softs. Those tires are gonna be stinking at this rate. Those tires are gonna be on fire and will be asking for help on the Haas car, as Kolesnik is now picking up P6 as he negotiates past the Haas driver. As he is going to try and chase down the leaders of this race. Well, provisional leaders being Jamie, Adamus and Kolesnik being the top 3, as the 4 cars ahead are yet to pit again. And there's a good chance that all them 3 are going to the end, as Simo picking up a 5-second penalty for spitting in the pit lane. So that's interesting. Simo picking up a 5-second time penalty, which has not benefited him. Jamie setting the fast up at 23.8. So obviously showing up the pole position pace and his possible pace he can have. So far it's a beautiful drive from Jamie, controlling the race really since the start. Obviously not counting the fact that the 2 cars ahead are yet to pit, but he is just controlling it, as Simo has joined behind Kolesnik, and Simo on fresher mediums is going to try and chase down the McLaren driver now, as we are going to stay on with this battle, as there's a battle going outside the pit, as not sure what happened there, but Grumpy gets a 10-second time penalty for cutting the corner. That's obviously turn 1 and 2 chicanes. So it's going from bad to worse for Mr. Grumpy today. It's going absolutely horrible for him today. Can only and another 3-second time penalty. You can only feel bad for him. Honestly, it's not his evening today. Grumpy being absolutely destroyed by the game really today. And Grumpy is probably not in a mood at all at this rate. Also, thanks everyone for 13 likes on the stream, as look at this, Kolesnik and Simo are battling now. Obviously, contact has been made between the 2 drivers, and not sure what happened. I think Simo let him through again, as I'm not sure he was actually at fault of the contact. But it looks like that Simo is remaining behind Kolesnik, so what I presume he did let him go through once more. And here we go, half a second gap between Simo and Kolesnik. So this is the only really battle we have on track at the moment, as Jamie is catching up properly to the 2 cars ahead. He is having no easy job here today. He is going for it. He is going all out. You can't say that Jamie is not going absolutely for it, as here we go, Simo faking it to the left, going to the right, and thank you very much. That looks to be the position done for Simo, as Kolesnik he is not giving up, but here we go, Simo actually gets to pass him now. What a battle, but oh jeez, Kolesnik not giving up so easy. He is not giving up easy, and Simo does get through in the end, but he was given. But Kolesnik was giving Simo a really, really tough time getting past the McLaren. And that is really and really impressive, I must say. And here we go, Classic that will be having the DRS on Simo as everyone has really spread out. This is the only real battle we have on track. Sector 3 yellow flags. I wonder what happened there. And oh no, VSC once more, what happened to Grumpy? Oh, Grumpy, no, 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 no. Oh, you can only feel for Grumpy. It's just going so bad for him. It's a nightmare for Grumpy. Oh, I feel so bad for him, honestly. I've been in his position before, and you just feel for the man, like, honestly. Like, fair enough if Grumpy continues on, because honestly, he is he is having a bad day at the office. He is having absolutely horrible at the office, as a 5-second stop go penalty as well. And Grumpy now getting out of the pits with a front wing change. You feel for the man. You can just feel bad for him, like, honestly. But here we go, Kolesnik and Simo keep battling out. I feel like, in some sort of way, Simo pulling Kolesnik through, kind of thing. And Kolesnik ran the outside of turn 1 chicane. How on earth has he managed that? How on earth? That is crazy. This guy is crazy. I'm telling you. What a move. Simo did try to go around the outside into second chicane, but Kolesnik absolutely crazy, man. He just launched it around the outside of turn 1 chicane. What? I'm sorry, what? I'm speechless. I have no words. I have no words. What did I just witness? He just humiliated Simo. Honestly. Simo, I'm sorry if you're gonna watch this after, but you just got humiliated. Full on. Jeez, what a move that was. I can't believe it. I can't believe I just witnessed that. That was insane. Simo being too far back down the main straight to try anything to get back on lap 17. We only have 10 laps remaining in this race. But wow. I'm still kind of speechless. Wow. Massive props to Kolesnik to have. Oh no, Kolesnik makes a mistake, and that will just let Simo get closer to him. Oh, I was praising Kolesnik so much after that move, but it only just taken him to make a mistake. And there we go, Grumpy sets in the fast lap. At least Grumpy can be happy with something, to be honest, in this race. Sets in the fastest lap. And really showing who really has the pace here. As there we go, Agnes pits. That makes Jamie into P2. As there we go, Simo is trying to find a move. He cannot find it. He is going to remain behind. But what an attempt from Simo. He was going for it. He was going for it all out. Fair play to Simo for going for it. And here we go. Simo is not done yet. Kolistic pushes him onto the grass within the limits of the track. And Kolistic and Simo balling out for the turn 2 chicane. That lets Agnes get right into the mix. And Agnes is going to get past Simo. And he's going to get past Kolistic within a space of 2 corners. Wow. Agnes right on the charge. He is charging to get back into the race. He wants to fight for that win. He wants to fight for the podium. And he is not too far away from his accomplishment. But brilliant overtaking from Agnes. HMFC picking up another 3-second time penalty. And there we go. Agnes is now within 1 second basically of Damlios. So he is really picking up the pace. Really picking up that pace. And yes, there we go. The gap is now less than 1 second. It's going to be a Ferrari against a Mercedes. Something we are used to seeing in real life, but something we do not see often happening in the game. And there we go. Agnes is now going to try and maybe go for the launch into Ascari. He did look for it, but he did not fully commit to it, which is probably the smart idea, to not fully commit to that overtaking opportunity. As something happens to Jamie. Something did happen to Jamie. He is now on the threat from Agnes, and Agnes get past Damlios, and now he is going to also try and get past Jamie round the outside of Parabolica, and he gets the move done. He gets the move done. But Jamie with DRS, he is going to try and fight back. This is amazing balance. This is for the potential win of this race. This is actually for the win of the race. Jamie is now in the lead. A little hit from behind from Damlios, as we are just getting started into this race. This is all back to where it began. Mr. Grumpy, another 3-second time penalty. This is just where it all began, right to the start of this race. Jamie leads in the way, Agnes in second, Damlios in third, Kolistic fourth, Simo in fifth. The top 5 are split by 3 seconds. 3 seconds between the top 5. When was the last time you saw that? It's been a while on my books. As Agnes is getting closer to Jamie. Obviously those soft tires are going to be working for him just now. So if he wants to get that win, he needs to try and get past Jamie as soon as possible. He cannot wait. He needs to get the move done. He needs to pull away a gap, because those soft tires are going to go off the cliff within a few laps time. And it's going to be Jamie who is going to be absolutely humiliating those soft tires from the Mercedes car. But the more balance they do, the worse the tires are going to get. Agnes needs to find a move now. He needs to pull away now if he wants to try and get a win. Kolisnik is also within the 3/10. What is going on? The cars are just pulling each other along. This is amazing balance we have here for the lead of the race. The gap is 2.5 seconds between the top 5 from the leader. This is amazing. This is amazing to watch. Kolisnik is right on the back of... everyone is on the back of each other. Simo is the only driver who actually fallen back a bit. but Simo is saving the body. He wants to get the body alive. Damlos obviously trying to get closer to Jamie. He doesn't want to. And Jamie gets a 3-second time penalty. That is crucial in this race. That 3-second time penalty is crucial. Now Agnes is pulling away. Now he's 1.5 seconds ahead. So there we go. He is making it what he needs to do in this race to try and win it. As we are through Parabolica for the 21st time in this race, going on to lap 22 with 6 laps to checker flag. This race is just getting started. You cannot say this race has not been intense. And we're at the dying phase of this race as the gaps are minimal. There's no gaps between the top 5. Obviously, Agnes is pulling away on soft tires. Those tires should be going off real soon, so that could possibly give Jamie a chance to try and get the win back. Obviously, it could also go down to penalties. There's a lap car ahead of Agnes, so that could also play a factor. Anything can be crucial at this dying phase of this Grand Prix. This is just getting intense, but Agnes is going to get a DRS from the Mercedes. There's a collision, I think. Yes, there's a collision. There's a collision. Agnes and Joshua had a collision. Oh, Agnes is out the lead, and now it's the top 4, all on mediums. What is going on in this race? Kolesnik Klusem, he's out the race. Kolesnik Klusem out the exit of his car. He's out the race. What is going on? Virtual safety car is out. What is going on? We just witnessed something unspeakable within generally a few seconds of the race. Access pits, he must have major front wing damage. They are back enabled. We are racing once more. Now it's the top 3. Jamie, Danielius and Simo are all within a shot to win this race. Who is it going to be though? That is the question. I cannot even say. I cannot remember the penalties. I'm actually going to check the penalties quickly. Jamie having 1 penalty, having 2 penalties, so that is 6 seconds worth of penalties. Damlius having no penalties to his name, that is crucial. And I'm sure Simo has 2 penalties, yes, that is true. So at the moment, Damlius doesn't need to get the winning track, he just needs to finish within 6 seconds of Jamie to win the race. That's all he needs, that is his main task just now. He has nothing to do in this race anymore. He just needs to stay within 6 seconds of Jamie, which is likely to be the case, unless something happens to him. You cannot script this race. You cannot absolutely script this. This is amazing. Obviously, Simo obviously also being in the mix of those cars. Let's see, can Grumpy gets a 5 second time penalty for corner cutting. Grumpy, I honestly feel so bad for you. And there we go, we are getting into the final 4 laps to checker flag. Simo in 3rd, Damlius in 2nd, Jamie in 1st. This is amazing. This race is just becoming more and more intense with every second. What is the next thing to happen? I actually have no clue. I actually have no idea what is going to happen next. A bit of understeer from Simo there into Lesmo 1. It's not going to work out for him too well, as Damlios is within 4 tenths of Jamie. The gap increased, so Jamie had a better run through Lesmo 2. The gap has increased to 6 tenths. And what a controlled and calm driving from Damlios. He is working so well with the throw. He is having a race for his money here. For 24th time, the drivers go through Parabolica, starting lap 25. Time is running out. Time is running out for these drivers. Damlios is not going to go for it. He's going to think better. He forces Jamie into a mistake. Jamie has made a mistake. He's going over the curb to turn 1. That is going to give Damlios a chance for his money. That is giving him a chance for his money to try and take the lead of this race. Simo is also in this. Simo is going side by side from Damlios into second chicane. And contact, I think. Did Simo get damage? I don't think Simo picked up any damage, so Simo might be lucky if that is the case. But that was so close between the drivers, honestly. This race is just becoming more and more fascinating with every second. There we go, on lap 26 now. Damlios, he is trying to get past Jamie once again. Will he try to go for a round outside? No, he's going to think better. He's going to try to force Jamie into another mistake like he has lap before. But he is not going to be able to accomplish his mission and is going to remain behind. And Damlios is so close to Jamie, honestly. I think that was the closest he's ever been to try and take the lead from Jamie. I honestly think that was the closest attempt he ever managed in this race. So here we go. Lap 26. 1:60 to go for the final lap of the race. Damlios puts an immersive amount of pressure on Jamie, the race leader in the Red Bull. The top 3 are in a world of their own and they're doing absolutely everything they possibly can to try and finish ahead of each other on track. So 1 lap to go. This is the final lap. Simo within 2/10 of Damlios, this is going to be absolutely immersive. Simo, wait, he's going to go round the inside. They're going to go round the double side of Jamie. Is Simo going to get a position? Yes, he will. Simo gets a position. Jamie is now into P3. Simo is now going to try and get past Damlios. This is amazing. Simo, side by side. Simo is in the lead. Simo takes the lead. Beautiful driving from the Toro Rosso driver. This is amazing. The lead for Damlios has been not long. It's only been about 10-15 seconds, but it's been a lead. But Simo takes it away from him. My voice is going. My voice is absolutely going. Grumpy retires from the race. So unfortunate for Grumpy. He had an absolute stinker of a race. My voice is absolutely going at this rate. This is amazing to watch. Through Ascari for the final time in this race. There's Grumpy's car at the exit of Ascari. Can Jamie try and get past Damlios? They're so close to each other. What is going on in this race? This is amazing. Damlios on the inside. Jamie is going to try and go around the outside of him. Around Parabolica for the final time. Simo is going to take the win on track. This is going to be a drag race for Jamie and Damlios. Jamie gets it, but Damlios wins on penalties. Jamie second, Simo third. My voice is gone. My voice is absolutely gone. What a race! I have not seen this for ages. My goodness. My voice is gone. What a race. Matty finishing 4th. Access finishing 5th. HMFC is going to be coming around to finishing What the hell will be P6? What a race! Jesus! Somebody get me a drink, please. Joshua finishes in 7th. HMFC comes around the line to finish in P6. Crazy, crazy race. I can't believe what I just witnessed. My voice is absolutely going. I can't remember last time I ever had to do this. That amount of speaking within just a few seconds. What a race. Absolutely amazing. They gave it everything they could. Those drivers risked everything. What a race. What a phenomenal race that was here at Temple of Speed in Formula 5. I'm speechless. You can't script this. This race is one of the best races I've seen in ages. Dan Lewis is the winner of the preseason race with no penalties to his name. Jamie finishing 2nd, Simo in 3rd, Matty in 4th, Axnes 5th, HMFC finishing 6th, Joshua in 7th, Grumpy, Kolesnik, Bar, Jack Tyler and Kaiman all retiring from this race. But what a race. That was amazing. Ooh. Get me a drink, someone, please. Did Classic have no penalties? Oh yeah, Classic had no penalties. Oh, what a crazy race have we just watched here at Formula 5. I'm honestly looking forward to next week. I don't imagine what will be happening next week, because what we witnessed today has been amazing. I don't imagine what is going to be happening next week. Only time will tell. Until then, I've been Mr. Stem. I am the new voice of Formula 5 commentary box for season 25 of PlayStation Gaming League. I'm Mr. Stem. And until next Sunday, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good time, everyone. Goodbye.